Hello everyone, this is Walt here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about slow change. So, slow change, what am I talking about here? What is this video all about, huh? Well, I previously talked about in one of my videos that I was doing a summary thing for 100 ways to motivate yourself. I had a bit that was about how slow change is, very important. But I really wanted to talk a little bit more about kind of this principle that slow change, because basically everybody wants instant gratification. Everybody wants change overnight if they could have it. I mean, would you rather become a millionaire by tomorrow or by 10 years from now? I mean, obviously, I think we'll all take either one of those, but clearly, we would want the money tomorrow, not 10 years from now. Just as we, like, if we want to exercise more, get in better shape, we'd like that to be by next week and not, 8 months from now. So, really, the mind is kind of very hooked onto getting fast, instant kind of change. And the problem with that is simply that that's not very easy to pull off. It's not easy to kind of set a heavy schedule that our mind will not fight back on us with. Because basically the subconscious mind is about maintenance. It's about staying where it is currently at. Now, there are ways to shift the subconscious mind through affirmation so that it thinks it's in a different place than it actually is and will adjust and course correct in order to do that through auto-suggestion. There's some great stuff in Think and Grow Rich about that, and of course in some of my books. So I've linked up my books as well as Think and Grow Rich in the description if you guys want to check out any of those. Regardless, getting back to the point here, really this is a case where basically everybody wants change quickly. They want this change to be instant, they want it to be fast, they want it to be rewarding, all these kind of things, and that's just not how it works. Because when we think about changing things slowly, I mean, we're like, what's the point if I'll have it in 8 months? I don't want to wait 8 months. And so a lot of people, when it comes to them, like getting in shape, for example, they're like, okay, I'm just going to work out 2 or 3 hours a day, and then I'll have it by next week instead of, starting with 10 minutes a day and having it 8 months from now. And so a lot of people do this, and they'll end up burning out here, okay? Because it's really hard to adjust your schedule that much, I mean, I can think of so many different examples where this happens. Like, one time when I started writing a bunch of affirmation books, I wanted to do it really fast. And then I ended up burning out within like the first month and a half of doing this. I was then like, no, I don't want to write any more affirmation books because I've been doing them for like 5 hours a day. And at that point I was like, no, this has been too much. My brain, it hurts. I never want to write another affirmation. Of course, I got over that pretty quickly, but it's one of those things that I think all of us fall for from time to time, where we think, you know what, we can change our lives by tomorrow. We can, if I spend this time on this trade analysis, I can have, these millions by this point. If I do this thing, I can make this passive income. If I do this thing, I can start this business. If I do here, I can finish this thing. And so basically all of us are looking to be efficient. I mean, that's a good thing. We want efficiency. We want all that kind of stuff. But what we do not want is to have to deal with a situation where we're pushing ourselves to the absolute limit to a point when our mind will make us give up, okay? Because we do not live in a world of montage, okay? We can't just like study all night and then suddenly know all the answers. We can't suddenly just like work out for, a day or two and then suddenly we're like able to beat the rival team. It's not really, real life is not well represented in movies. I think that should be obvious, but it's really not in so many ways, but I could shoot a bunch of videos on that. Really the point here is that you want slow change, okay? You want to realize that if you start something slowly, it's easier to add to it, and that's rewarding, than if you try to start something fast and then you feel bad because you have it taken away kind of component. Let me think about it like this. Let me try to explain it in a better way because I didn't word that too well. Okay, think about it like this. Say, come to me in my example of publishing books here. Let's say that I want to publish, these 100 affirmation books. Affirmation books are not that hard to write. I like writing affirmation books. They can, do well and get a decent number of reads. It's a worthwhile kind of activity. Now, let's say I have two ideas. So, my first idea will be that I will write and publish an affirmation book today, okay? One book. Now, this would take, not that long. I probably already have the affirmations written somewhere, so just a matter of editing, posting, touching up, all that kind of stuff. Let's say I wanted to do one book, okay? Versus, instead, let's say if I wanted to do 11 books, okay? Now, if I choose one book, saying, okay, here's a slow change I can make, I can publish this one book just for today, it's just one, right? See, if it's easy, right, and I do my one book, I may feel motivated to do the second book. I may feel like, okay, this is no biggie. I could, do this second book or half a book, get the next one almost ready, and I may end up with 2 books here, or 3 or 4, however many I'm going to be able to finish while I'm feeling motivated. But if I say I want 11 books and it takes me a good, half hour, 45 minutes on the first one, then I'm going to feel bad about it because I'm like, no, I'm not making progress. I can't do this. This is not working, because the doubtful emotion is showing up because the plan was set on this large number of books and not a small number. See, if you set a small number, you can always do more. If you set a big number, you're going to feel bad about doing less. And this is one of those things about goal setting that you need to take into account. Now, I already shot a video on goal setting. Maybe I'll link that one up. Maybe I will not. We will see. Anyway, it's in the Inline Life series playlist here with all my other materials and over 300 videos on this kind of stuff. But yeah, really, it's one of those things where you want to live your life with slow change. It's really hard. A lot of cultures, and particularly culture I'm in here, push against that and say, no, only big change is something worthwhile. But big change is not something you can get overnight. And when you strive and struggle for it, it doesn't work very well. Versus if you're willing to start small, if you're willing to start with small change, you can always add to it. Anyway, that is about it. I am Walt. This is my video on, small change right there. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check out some of my other materials. Liking, sharing, subscribing, all that kind of stuff really helps out with the content here. In addition, of course, you can check out my books on Amazon or some of my top recommended self-help materials. Cover some pretty interesting topics over there if you guys want to check out any of those. And of course, that will support the channel to some degree. So, thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And check out the rest of the videos. See you later.